Alright guys, we're back. We got our Typhon front end, rear end onto this crane chassis, and today we're gonna take a couple of electronic components and swap it onto this car, right? So pretty much all this stuff I have over here, if you can see, is gonna go onto that, alright? So it's gonna be a mess, but pretty much it's like everything's like a spaghetti right there, right? So all that will go on it, and later on I will take off the center drive here. What I'm gonna do is forget this motor here, because I am gonna be changing the center drive here and the gears on this, alright? So I'm gonna leave this off for now. We'll just put on all the rest of the stuff that needs to be put on to this car, right? So I did leave some screws behind on this, so I don't mix them up. Let me just take them off. So pretty simple. We're gonna put our servo right here, just the way we had it. I believe it was like this. Or was it like that? Okay, it was in this angle. Yeah, there you go. That's how it was. I need to figure this one out because I'm not able to align anything, and I know this arm was not there. This arm was in this angle. Alright guys, I need to take off the brace because this little cables are understanding right there coming out of the receiver box. They go right under there, right? So we're gonna reverse the procedure here a little bit. I'll take this little guy out. You might have to do it manually. Okay, there we have it. All we need is a little bit of gap so I can slide the cables right through, right? Or maybe I'll just remove this little bit, loosen it up. That should give me a lot of slack. There you go. So slip and slide this guy over, and we're back in business. And what we can do is I'll put the brace on later because I don't want to drop any of this stuff. So let's go back here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put a lot of these, the base of this servo and everything back together. So a whole bunch of screws goes in the bottom, just like we took it apart, same way, put it back in. Right? So the little screws, the big screws that I took off was off the ESC. Alright, so the ESC sits right here. ESC is gonna sit right there, right? It's gonna be a little bit sticking out of the car, but that's how it is because we're not gonna be putting the side fins on. So there we have one, and there's the second one, guys. And this is the number 3 here. The big one also goes onto the ESC mount that holds the ESC down. If you wish not to do it this way, you could take the ESC off the mount and just put it on the body, double tape it, whatever you like. Alright guys, let me see if I can get these guys tightened up right here and right now. Make sure no cables get pinched. Alright, there's one. There's number 2. this bolt, guys, belongs here, right? Not here. This is a small one. I remember I took it off. Small bolt goes here. So other long one will go through here, but since we're not using the other piece, and that's it. There we have it. And what we'll do next is we're gonna get our servo to sit properly, and we're gonna lock the servo down. You might have to rearrange the cable on it because it is gonna not align the way you originally probably had it, but you don't want to damage the cable by hitting the shaft there. So I think this will be best angle for me right here. Alright guys, just use a different angle on the servo. That's what I'm doing here. I'm using a totally different angle on the servo, and we will have to recalibrate the servo to work in that position. Alright, so there it is. The servo base is aligned with the holes right there. And I forgot my screws all the way back there while I'm holding this thing. Alright guys, gonna have to re-hold everything, reline everything just the way I wanted it. Alright, the cable is getting on my way. I don't want the cable to be pinched. Alright guys, there we have it. Let me catch whatever I can right now, and then I'll maneuver around to catch the other little guy. Alright, I wish I had my Allen key in my hand right now because the screw is so small for me to turn. Alright, there's one. I think what I'm gonna do here is the base for the ESC, I'm gonna remove it because the base is gonna be giving me a lot of problem with the aerodynamic of this car. Because it's just sticking out of there. But I'm gonna leave it there for now. We'll test drive and everything because I do need to buy some double-sided tape. I'll just mount it on. The base of the chassis. Alright, that's the way it's gonna be. Can't get the screw and the base, the hole in the servo to align. It is there. It's just that my hands are really cold. It's cold out here, and you can't really turn it with this little guy. Put my drill on instead. How about that? Just take it easy if you're doing what I'm about to just do, because I'm not able to turn as soon as I get the screw on. There I have it. Alright, just make sure you don't tighten it all the way, because it's a line that I have going right under it, because it has just enough lift. So The cable can travel right under it. The servo wiring is right under it, which shouldn't be any problem as long as you don't pinch it. Alright, I got all three in there, so let me just take a look at my cable. Perfect. It's sitting there flush. Alright guys, we got 4 screws holding this guy down. Let me see if this is tight, which we're gonna remove because this base for the ESC is gonna be out of there. Alright, there we have a firm lockdown of the servo. Alright, I might do some magic with this, move it around, but at this point it's gonna be all off. So we're gonna take this off and maybe maneuver it around according to what the controller is controlling the little guy at. Alright, so let's leave that as it is. Let's put the little screw into the brace. Right, the brace is all the way over here. Where are you, brace? Right there. That's not the screw for the brace. What am I doing? That ain't the screw. I got it in there. It ain't gonna come out now. It better come out. Got a little tiny screw. It just fell in the hole, but it wouldn't come out. Alright, I'm gonna have to swap my socket a bit on this little guy, so things can be a little faster. It's gonna be a struggle here because so many parts are on the way now. Let me get this brace in there, guys, and I'll be back. Alright guys, got the brace in, got the ESC and the servo. We need to lock down the battery tray and the receiver. Alright, so let's just flip this car over. Whole bunch of screws are gonna go in this, and everything should just align the way it's supposed to. These are small screws and they have a little guide to guide you. So let me get my little bit here and let me go grab a whole bunch of screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so one goes there. I'm gonna just drop all the screws where they belong, right? And one goes here. And I'm gonna go grab my drill. Very simple, guys. Lock them all down. Pretty much I have everything over here so far locked in. Right, all the screws are in. I'm gonna work on that screw later. And guys, there we have it. All the electronic component except the motor is in there. Right, and then we will adjust this little guy, and the shafts are still out, so we'll figure all that out. Alright guys, so don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to continue watching my videos. And next video I will be doing on swapping the gear on this little guy and the center diff right there. Alright, we're going to be changing both of these. Alright, so bye bye.